Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for SPX, Bnb and Xrp price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're going to start with SPX6900 here for the all-time history, of course. As usual, we have a 1, 2. We're looking for a wave 3 finished towards the upside as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And currently we're looking at another wave 4 for the blue count here where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. As you can see before looking for this wave 4 that it is potential, of course, a wave 4. It can be as well as a different scenario, an extended wave 5 here, meaning that this wave 5 here that we have in the white scenario can be, of course, still looking for higher there, which is an impulse as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because we got 3 waves toward the downside finished with an impulse, and we start to see a reaction exactly from the 0.618, 0.786, for a wave 2 here as a 1, 2 in continuation toward the upside. Now in confluence, of course, you have the wave 4 as well, has hit somehow, somewhere closer, I would say, but not yet for a wave 4. But I would say that in case that we dive deeper, this might be, of course, your wave 4 unfolding. Currently, we're still looking for an extension wave 5, meaning this wave 4 might still unfold upward, yeah, so in somewhere upside after this finished wave 5. Now, of course, I'm gonna keep it there until we confirm, of course, something to push for higher. Now, on the lower time frame, on the 4 hours chart here, you can see clearly that we have something interesting start to unfold here as a potential impulse, where we see a 1, wave 1, and then ABC expanding flat for wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That it might finish a wave 3, of course, still where we have this wave 5 not finished yet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. One push toward the upside can, of course, finish up this wave there. And if we dive deeper inside it, you can see clearly, of course, that we did not interfere yet with the zone 1. And we're still looking here for a wave 5. I would say this is a precise target to be watched, of course, around the 1 to 1 and 0.618 there. For a potential wave 5, 0.79 cent and 0.82 cent. Now, in this case, you might finish a wave 3 there, and then, of course, continuation for a wave 4 in the yellow there, and having another wave 5, which it might reach, of course, a wave, a 1-to-1 fib level, which is taken here also as a target for this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So basically, I would say at least we're still looking for something higher, and definitely this is corrective ABC, and we're looking for a wave 5 to unfold very, very soon for SPX 6900. Invalidation is very clear, of course, for us here. So the invalidation, since we are in a 1, 2, 3 currently, and the invalidation inside this move here is, of course, a little bit higher. That means, of course, if we take this invalidation as bullish, I'm gonna update this, so this is much better, of course, 0.64. That means, of course, you might here not be yet, of course, in something as impulsive. However, if this happens, we still can, of course, see if we are in a triangle and then pushing for higher. Meaning this wave 4 still can be, of course, a triangle until, of course, we dive deeper. We take this invalidation, which is lower. Currently, we would like, of course, to continue for higher there. If this one taken, okay, it might be something else unfolding or something, of course, to dump toward the downside, which is a little bit less possibility. And that because of the macro, of course, level is still showing a potential for higher prices. Now, if we move to Bnb, so for Bnb as well, we are looking here at the all-time history. We have a potential wave 3 right now unfolding finished as a 1, 2, wave 3. Your wave 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you have finished this potential scenario, and we're moving impulsively toward the downside, meaning on the 4 hours chart, we have a diagonal there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which it might be your 1, 2, of course, for something for lower. Now, if we dive inside it on the 4 hour or 2 hours chart here, you have a clear, of course, wave 1 potentially finished, and we're looking still for higher in a wave 2 at least. Now, the wave 2 has to reach at least the 0.38 fib level, 984, And we're still here potentially in an ABC, which did not reach yet the requirement. That means also you can be in a potential wave 1 and then ABC, of course, wave 2 as an expanding flat, and being in 3, 4, and a 5. In case that this happens as an impulse there, and you might be in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, that can be, of course, your wave A, then having, of course, correction wave B and a wave C toward the upside, hitting the perfect fib levels for a wave 2. And that means, of course, yes, very likely to be in a 1, 2, very high wave 2, and then pushing toward the downside later on for BNB. Currently, also, if we dive a little bit deeper on the 1 hour chart for this impulse that we are looking at here, you can see also that it can be, of course, here a 1, 2, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3. You have a wave 4 and a 5 already finished here in the gray scenario. Another 1, 2, of course, that you might still have, because this is, of course, the small 1, 2 that you have here. You have another bigger 1, 2. So 1 and 2 there, and you're looking, of course, for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 in the wide scenario. In this case, of course, we're still looking, therefore, for a wave 5 to be unfolding. And currently, you are potentially in the perfect fib levels or the blue box for a wave 4. The wave 5 has to unfold, of course, toward the upside here, showing the following targets as well, which it might be in between this blue box over there. Currently, this wave 5 for the target here is already hit, and of course, we're looking for the next wave 5, which it might be over there. Yep, so these are the possibilities for BNB and what we might expect. Next, I'm expecting, of course, here a potential finished A, B, and a C on the 15-minute chart here. You can see, okay, this is can be an impulse wave A, wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, can be finished, probably. But also it can be something finishing as diagonal. So be careful as well. It can be 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 finished. But also it can be finishing something as diagonal, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So still, of course, to be watched, but potentially, of course, we're still looking here for higher anyway, because in a bigger view or bigger level, we are looking for the 0.38 minimum requirement for a wave 1, 2, and then pushing down, okay, or ABC as well. Now, the wave B, of course, can be less than 0.38, can be the 0.23, and we push down. But yeah, the signal for this, of course, getting the invalidation as well over there. So this is your invalidation of bullish, which is exactly at 834. Yep, so this is regarding BNB. Let's see XRP finally. For XRP, right now we are looking also on the daily, where you might have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably can be finished here, that the wave 4 is kind of like this corrective wave as a triangle, and then you have a wave 5. Having a W, X, and a Y as a wave 2, and you start to look for something for higher. And that because, of course, we didn't saw the low taken there, right? The low is still very far, and especially on the 4 hours, we can see, of course, something impulsive unfolding toward the upside, where we start to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 1, or a wave A. ABC as expected, blue box actually a little bit lower, which is very normal, of course, for a wave 2 or a wave B. And then we start to see again another impulse after it, which is, of course, another 1, 2 there. And probably we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished impulse again. And you're looking here at an expanding a flat A, B, and a C. Now, of course, to be watched, what's going to happen? Preferably, of course, to see something pushing for higher soon. Because, of course, we're very close, I believe, here I'm going to remove this. Here we go. Yeah, we're very close for the 0.618 there for a potential 1, 2, right? So in case we are in a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, we are looking for this white scenario here to unfold as a potential wave 3, and then having 4 and a 5 if we continue impulsive, or finishing simply a wave C at the 1 to 1 fib level, at least for this blue box over there, meaning A, B, and a C. Yep, so these are the updates basically for XRP, BNB, and SPX 6900. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.